Welcome back to Dishing Out a Story. This story comes from my childhood. I am the youngest of three. I was always much smaller than my siblings. We were raised in the 80s and 90s. Our parents had us doing chores very early on. We had a huge vegetable garden and even grew a couple acres of tobacco for a few seasons when I was about 9 to 12. One of our chores was to wash dishes. We didn't have a dishwasher. We were the dishwasher. We would have a giant trail of dishes on the counters each night from the entire day to wash. Mama didn't just pop food out of the freezer for meals. We did typically have cereal for breakfast, sandwiches for lunch, but then she always made dinner from scratch. So we had a lot of dishes, especially from dinner time. One of us would wash, one rinse, and one dry. Then we would rotate positions the next night. When my brother would dry, he would wind up the towel and snap us on the back of the legs. He was the oldest and always liked to pester. We would get into some major yelling fights. One night in one of our screaming matches, Mama and Daddy called us in the living room, and from then on, only one person was in charge of all the dishes that night. All by our lonesome. We eventually got a dishwasher. If we forgot to start the dishwasher after we finished washing what couldn't fit, we were on dishwash duty the next night, too, as a consequence for forgetting. I am grateful for my childhood. My children now have dish duty. Apparently, I didn't learn from my childhood errors and had two washing together for a while, but the fighting really ramped up, and now there's one child at a time washing, rinsing, and drying, all by their lonesome.